Hello everyone, welcome back to Mad About Cards and Crafts. Today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to use Photoshop to prepare your digital images. I have Adobe Photoshop Elements and I just open it up. I click New and choose an image that I have downloaded. So I am going to use this cute little coffee cart that Jamie has recently created for the Not Too Shabby Shop Digital Stamp Shop. I am going to use the magic eraser tool, so I will go to the eraser, right click and click on magic eraser, and then when I click on those white areas it makes them transparent, so now I can use them in Microsoft Word. Now I am going to save this as a JPEG, but it really needs to be saved as a PNG, and I do go back and do that. Once I have done that, I will go into Microsoft Word and I will start opening up the little elements that I might want to use in my project. Now I happen to use the coffee bar, the My Coffee Bar, and then I used a couple of the baskets from the Farmer's Market collection. So these little apples were actually from the Farmer's Market collection, and this tutorial right here was just for informational purposes. So I have sized that apple basket, and I am going to bring in the little coffee cart, and then I will go over to Format, which is in the upper right. I will choose what size I want my image to be, and then I will start maneuvering. Now you'll see there's a little rainbow that I'm going to be clicking on, and when I click on that rainbow, this is what allows me to move my elements freely. So I click it and then I click the bottom right one, and now everything moves perfectly. If I right clicked on the cart, I could choose whether I want that cart in the front or the back, and I am leaving it the way that it is. So now I'm going to copy and paste so that I have another basket, and I could probably right click and paste again, but instead I'm going to do the copy and paste, and I'll have 3 baskets. And I just wanted to do this for the purpose of showing you that now I can align these anywhere that I want and create my own little scene. So it's free masking. That basket on the baskets on the bottom, I could have right clicked and chose for them to be in the front so the apples showed. I could put them on top of the cart if I wanted to, and voila, that is how easy things are to save and use these digital images in Photoshop and use them in Word. So let's get started on our project. I've already colored up my coffee bar, and I will have all of the markers that I use listed in the description box below. Right here I am using a Greetery die, and that particular die is called, let me think about this, crimped frame. And then so I cut the coffee bar out, which was stamped onto Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock stock. I cut that one out using the second smallest frame, and now I am taking this Pink Fresh Studio Diamond Tiles 6x6 stamp. Did you see that coffee filter float across my desk? The reason is I had to get up and I had to shut my fan off because I would have had embossing powder everywhere. So I stamped that onto a scratch piece of paper using Versamark ink, and I am using some Hero Arts white embossing powder over that piece of paper, and I am going to heat emboss it. Now I realized I'm in Nevada and my Wagner heat tool is in South Dakota, And I haven't used this particular heat tool. I think it's a Marvy heat tool, a very old Marvy heat tool. I have not used this in a very long time, and I heated it for 30 seconds, and it just doesn't have the same intensity as my Wagner does. So it took a little bit longer. It was harder for me to see because it was white embossing powder on white cardstock, but I did get it done. There were a couple spots that I missed, but it's okay. I'm going to come in with some cracked pistachio and do a little bit of ink blending with my Amazon brushes. My friend Carrie Rhodes is also on the digital design team for the Not Too Shabby Shop, and she posted a challenge for us to use. Let's see here. We needed to emboss, so that Pink Fresh Studio Diamond Tiles was my embossing, and then we needed to use 3 digital images. And if you look closely at my colored digital images, which, by the way, again, I will list the colors that I used in the description box below, but I have Spectrum Noir pens here, and so that's what I colored that with. But if you look carefully, on the coffee bar is a donut, and that donut is 1 stamp. The coffee bar is a 2nd stamp, and then the 3rd stamps are the apple baskets and the corn from the farmer's market. So I met Carrie's challenge. I used 3 digital stamps and I heat embossed. This is my new Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. Absolutely love it. I have a guillotine trimmer, but I really like these types of trimmers for especially when I want to save some paper. So if I only need an outside frame, it makes it easy to cut out the center portion of my paper and save it, so I can be a little bit more frugal. And we all know that we never have enough paper, right? There's just never enough paper in our craft rooms. That being said, I do use digital paper that I had printed here, quite a while ago, and I was trying to use up some of my scraps for this project. So I decided that this little scrap, which is also digital paper, I was going to cut down to 1 inch by 5. And I am going to use this on the left hand side of my card. I will come in with a little bit of fun foam, and I will put that fun foam behind the stamped image. I absolutely love the colors that I used for this. I think that I just love cracked pistachio. Let me know, are you a fan? What's your favorite distress color? I thought that peacock feathers was it, but really I think there's something about that cracked pistachio that I absolutely love. I don't use it all the time, but I think that it's fabulous. I love it with this Nina Craft, the Desert Storm Craft cardstock. I think it's really pretty. This is another piece of scrap paper, and I am just going to cut it down slightly bigger, maybe like an 1/8 inch bigger than that crimped frame, just so that I have something that's grounding that coffee bar. I thought maybe I might use this gingham plaid, and I ended up not using it. I thought that there just wasn't enough contrast, and I wanted something that was simply a little bit darker. So this is basically, without the coloring, a very quick card. As I said, I just wanted to show quickly how easy digital images are to use, to resize, and I know that there's some sort of free program out there, and I will try to see if I can find it. But if you have the Adobe, that is the quickest and easiest way for you to be able to make your digital stamps transparent and easy to use. So now I'm going to start putting my card together. I'm going to use some Gina K Designs Connect glue, and I will there's the fun foam. I'm going to cut that down to fit that crimped frame, and then I will glue all of my pieces together. I do have some twine here. It's just a giant roll of twine, and I am going to wrap that around once I get this mounted onto the fun foam, and I mount that to I guess I did use that gingham paper, then I will wrap that twine around it. Probably, I believe it's like 4 times that I do that, and then I will tie it into a bow, and that will pretty much be my card once I glue everything down. I will come in with a Greetery stamp set, which is the Thinking of You stamp set from the Sentiment Suite. I'll use some cracked pistachio, that same Distress Oxide that I used on that background, to stamp my sentiment. Now I'd love for you to head over to Jamie's shop. She has tons of fun digital images. Now you know how easy they are to work with. We will have a lot of inspiration. There should be, I would imagine that Carrie's doing a video. Look on Instagram. There should be some other girls that are posting, and just have fun with these digital images. They're super inexpensive. They're fun to color with, and I just think that they're a great bargain. And Jamie just does a fabulous job. She draws these herself. She has so much talent, and I am just so proud to be a part of her design team. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe. Ring the bell so that you're notified when I upload a video. Leave a comment below. Let me know again which is your favorite Distress ink color. And I hope that you enjoyed this quick and easy video. I will be back with another video, I believe on, let's see, it should be on Saturday. I should have another video up. I want to thank you so much for watching. I did mount this onto Nina Desert Storm cardstock. This is 80-pound cardstock, and I cut it down to 4 1/4 by 11, and I will score it at the 4 1/4. Wait a second, at the 5.5 inch mark. I will fold it with my bone folder, and then I will glue that panel down. Now I'm going to leave you at the end of this with one last look at the card. There'll be a couple of videos that you can watch if you're interested in seeing more of what I create. Thanks again for watching. Again, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and please have yourself a fabulous day. Until next time, bye-bye.